for the record, I completely endorse anyone's desire to have left the area and go home for a while or whatever they needed to do. It's like we talked about it because it was all going around. There was this whole kind of flame war on the internet about like these people who ran away versus these people who stayed stupidly. Yeah, Iwakian. That's the name of our group. We are Iwakians. Yeah.
More than an expat, more than a Brit, more than.
Well, there's a reason I haven't tried to go for nationality. I haven't tried to change my nationality. I'm proud to be British. I'm happy to be British, and I want to keep a British passport. But yeah, I mean, I think a big part of what you are is where you're from, and what, your upbringing and your parents and your home country or town. But I think on a day-to-day basis, a huge part is where you are and what you're doing, and yeah, Iwaki's my life. I'd say my view is skewed because we're in Tono, and I think Tono is full of people like my in-laws. Everyone's there is very like practical and very down to earth and very like, nah, don't be silly. It's like, yeah, everyone's very I'm gonna fall back on it, stoic. But I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of mothers. My students, the majority of my students are elementary students or some kindergarten kids. So I saw lots of different kinds of mothers, for different people. And one thing that really hit home is how much the temperament of the mother mirrors onto the kids, which I guess makes sense. But mothers that were panicky about every aftershock, the kids were terrified. And mothers who sat very calm and were very collected about it, the kids didn't worry at all. But were sensible. They were wary, but they didn't panic at all. And I was very thankful that my wife was the calm, collected variety, because that's come off on the voice. I think people are generally feeling a bit more comfortable being here now. I don't know if this is a very clear sign of things, or whether it's just by coincidence, but there's a lot more babies this year. I think people kind of relaxed and are a bit more willing to get pregnant and be pregnant and have kids, whereas in that first year there was a lot of anxiety and is it safe, and should we be raising kids here, and there's lots of people who are questioning whether to stay. Or we were very lucky, and we all know that. We all realise that very much so. We had a lucky escape, and that's why I wanted to stay. I didn't want to take that. Okay, we were lucky, but I don't want to be here. It's we were lucky. We were given this chance to. The city was spared. And we shouldn't abandon it. And that's why I wanted to stay. We didn't evacuate at all. We stayed here the whole time. That's something so catastrophic and so long-lasting and huge can happen to an area, and things can be as good as they are. And to really see, as you say, see people on a small level, like in my community, sharing food, helping each other in the immediate aftermath, of the disaster, and then moving on to a larger scale of seeing how people have survived and how businesses have survived, and how the local economy has revived somewhat. And also, I was very happy to see how welcoming Iwaki was of all the people that evacuated into the city. The population increased a lot, and I don't know the numbers, sorry, but there was a big